Welcome back. I'm going to do number 39 from the homework. This is a tough one. I would say this one along with, what is it, 20 are probably two of the tougher, maybe the two hardest ones on the homework. So I'm going to try to post a few videos after this one. So you probably don't want to start with this one because it's a tough one. And it's going to probably take me 3 pages, I'm guessing, to do it. But here we go. If you're still with me, congrats. Good work so far. So we have bounds, which is really not great news. It's just something else to deal with. And looking at the denominator, if you've seen a few of these, you might start thinking complete the square is going to happen. That is a square under the square right there. Complete the square is probably going to happen. Arc sine. When you do complete the square, you're going to have the derivative, or your group part will be linear. The derivative of that will be constant, and you have an x up top, which is not okay. So we're going to have to do a substitution move. If you don't get that, then maybe you haven't seen enough of these. But when you do enough of them, you'll start noticing that for the arc sine, your u will be linear because it's going to be squared. Derivative of a linear function is constant, and we can't just throw an x up there. So we're going to have to split this thing. So let's jump right into substitution, which is going to help address the x issue and find out how do I want to split it, because the substitution portion of the split is somewhat more picky. Let's see, that's going to be a 4. And so we're going to kind of cater to the needs of the substitution part. So anyway, you get this 4 minus 2x, and you look over there and you think, wow, that's actually pretty close to what I have, but not quite exactly it. One thing I'm going to do is to make this, put a negative, and then I can make it 2x minus 4. Basically, I multiply both sides by a negative. It becomes negative 4 plus 2x, or 2x minus 4. That's pretty close. So let's go ahead and do our substitution, or do our split. This negative on the du will deal with at the substitution point. And what's going to be weird about this is when we substitute, we're going to have to change our bounds, and the other part we won't substitute, so we won't change our bounds. We're going to have different bounds. Like I said, this is a pretty difficult problem, not probably a good starter problem. So I'm going to write 2x minus 4. That's what I want. But that's not what I have. So to pay for that, to make it look like the 2x minus 3, I'm going to put a plus 1 here. That way it looks like what I had originally, 2x minus 3. Now notice, if I simplified both of those in yellow, I'd get the same thing. So I haven't really changed anything. I am not going to mess with completing the square yet, because the substitution side doesn't want that even to happen. Okay, so that's kind of my plan for split. Let's split now, and then I'll probably go ahead and go to the next page. This is going to be 2x minus 4 all over, and this is kind of, there's not going to be a whole lot happening on this step. Dx, and then with the split, hey, it's 1, which is great. Finally some good news for us. We don't have to worry about messing with a constant, and I'm just, rather than just write this down, we might as well do something on this step. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the split. Whoops. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't want that 4x minus x squared. I want to switch the order, so I'm going to put a minus and do x squared minus 4x. You know, it's not that different than what we've done in some other ones. What do you really wish was there? You wish it was a 4. But it's not a 4. So to pay for that, you're going to have to, I'm going to have to totally change this. It takes a lot more room to write with a stylus than you expect. To pay for that, I'm going to have to do a minus 4? No, a plus 4. Why? Because, there we go. Ooh, that's weird. I gotta get rid of that. Fix that a little bit. Let's move dx so it's not look like it's in the denominator. It's in the middle, or numerator. Okay, so why is it plus 4? Because technically this 4 here, because of the negative, is like a minus 4. So this 4 being plus kind of evens everything out. Okay, so this is a good starting place. And make sure I don't lose my place when I split this. Double check where I am. Okay, I think I see where I am. Next page. So for me, everything just disappeared. So hopefully I pick up in the right place. I'm now going to do my u substitution, and it's going to be 1 over the square root of u du. There is that negative. It was negative du, remember? So I'm going to put that negative right out there. Another thing to be ready for, and I should have done this already, is to change my bounds. So I'm going to put that 3 into the u equation. So it's 4 times 3 minus 3 squared, right? Minus, and this is not the way to do this. Let's just erase this. It's terrible, sorry. Not good. Okay. 4 minus 3. Doesn't like me to write this close to the top of the screen. Come on. There we go. 4 minus 3 squared, right? And then down here, be 4 minus 2 minus 2 squared. So 4 minus 3 minus 3 squared, 4 minus 2 minus 2 squared. And of course, in the bottom, it's 1 over the square root of u du. Then we have that plus integral with a nice 1 on top. Our bounds are still 3 and 2 over here. And we were starting to complete the square. What it's going to now look like is I'm going to switch the order. So 4 I'm going to put first, minus the other part, x minus 2 quantity squared dx. To move that division sign all the way out. Everything look right? Yes. Okay, one thing I like to do, you see me, I don't like to have the 4 in the denominator. Instead, I'm going to put 2 squared. So let's make that a 2 squared. So it's clear. What is your a? What is your u? In fact, I'm going to write that here. My a is 2. My u, not the u on this side, on the left side, so hopefully that doesn't confuse you. But my u on the right side is x minus 2, and du is a very nice 1. That's perfect. Everything is primed and ready to go. I gotta fix that there. Okay, I gotta keep this under 15 minutes. Means I just have a little over 6 minutes left. See if we can do it. Negative integral. I'm going to play this safe. It's going to be 3 again. That's weird. 12 minus 9. Yep, 3 again. Okay, and then the bottom one's going to be 8 minus 4 is 4. This is going to be u to the negative 1/2. I'm going to do that. You don't have to do that, but just to make sure we don't mess that up. I think we're ready for this side. Plus, this is arc sine, right? So take these slow. With arc sine, we don't need the 1 over a. We don't need the 1/2. So we jump right into arc sine. U, x minus 2, over a, 2. I'm going to go ahead and throw plus c on here. This is bad handwriting. Sorry again. What you could do with this integral is drop the negative and flip the bounds. Just save us a step, I guess. So when I take the integral of this, it's going to be u to the 1/2, the 2 out front, and that's going to be evaluated from 4 to 3. Notice I switch the bounds and change the sign. Just makes it a little bit less stuff to think about. This is all the same. We better write it again. That's x minus 2 up top. Now we plug in. With the 2 we can kind of distribute out. So it's 4, 1/2 powers a square root. I should be checking my work. Yes, looks like we're on track. Oh, we could have, there's no plus c here. You've probably been yelling at me. Hopefully you didn't pause it wondering what was I doing. There's no plus C. This part I should show with bounds from 3 to 2, and then this part, this is going to give this side something to do. Will be 3 minus 2. I'm going to have to make this smaller. Uh-oh, time is ticking. 3 minus 2 over 2, and then minus arc sine of 2 minus 2 over 2. I'm just going to put 0 over 2. I don't have room for anything else, but in case you're wondering, that is from 2 minus 2. Okay, so now this becomes arc sine of 1/2. We know what that is. And minus arc sine of 0. We know what that is too. That takes us down to 2 times 4 to the 1/2 power is 2. 3 to the 1/2 power, I don't know what that is, square root of 3. And this becomes arc sine of 1/2. That is pi over 6. And arc sine of 0, that's 0. I could go to the next page, but no. I like to work vertically. So just for emphasis, I'll change to orange, just because I can. And my final answer, 2 times 2 minus the square root of 3 plus pi over 6. There we go. I guess I could just box this too. That's your answer. Okay. Hope that was helpful. Looks like it's right. Again, that's a tough one. Go back and look at some of the other ones I'm about to do. I'll probably upload them all at the same time, but I'll probably do 2 more. Check those out. But this is really a good challenging one if you want to challenge. Talk to you later. Thanks. Thank you.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.